Hello, Tollfoot Alliance Church, and thanks for joining this update, whether you're reading it or whether you're watching the video. It hasn't been an easy week as the reality of the third wave of the pandemic begins to set in. By now, you've heard of further measures to battle this third wave. The restrictions aren't as severe as some other provinces, and they're not as severe as some people have hoped for, but that doesn't make it any easier. We're tired, we're irritated, and we naturally complain and criticize. I found myself critical of both the provincial and national governments as they blame each other for a slow rate of vaccination progress. The irony is that I find myself doing the same thing I criticize them for, blaming and complaining. So I remind myself and each one of us to be a channel of grace, even when we're feeling grumpy. The good news is that vaccination rates are ramping up, and there are plans to ease and eventually eliminate restrictions when we reach the half, 2/3, and 3/4 rate of vaccination. So instead of focusing on negative metrics, I'm tracking positive ones. Every day I'm checking out a website that tracks the percentage of Canadians and Albertans that have been vaccinated, and I'm cheering with every percentage gained. So I've provided a link for that page if you should be interested. There is also good news in that there are no new restrictions for churches. While online services are recommended, in-person services are permitted at the 15% capacity. So hang on a little while longer. It might be a few months, it might be several weeks, but there are better days ahead. So we provide a link to register to our 9:30 and 11 o'clock Sunday services, and a live stream is available on a YouTube channel and through our church website. A few updates to be aware of. During the month of March, our congregation donated 194.5 pounds of groceries and $1,740 to the Tollfield and area food bank. So thanks so much for blessing our community in this way. As well, just want to make note that our Board of Elders met on March 30th, and in a separate email, you'll be receiving information, some key information points from that meeting. And as well, I want to let you know that Camp Nakaman has made campsites and cottages available for rental in the coming months. I've heard that campsites might be at a premium this summer, so it's nice that Nakaman is open, so you can find a place to camp there and maybe bless our camp as well in doing so. Provided a link to the website of Camp Nakaman if you want to check that out. I declare, we're in this series following the declarations of Peter. And this week we're following the declaration Peter made when many disciples turned back and no longer followed Jesus. His declaration is especially relevant in this present culture when many people are abandoning faith. We're going to focus on John 6, verses 43 to 70, but I encourage you to read the entire chapter of John 6. That'll give you a better context for this declaration. At verse 66, we read, "From this time many of his disciples turned back and no longer followed him." "You do not want to leave too?" Jesus asked the 12. Simon Peter answered him, "Lord, to whom shall we go? You have words of eternal life. We have come to believe and to know that you are the Holy One of God." I have found this passage very encouraging as it brings a focus to our faith, especially in times of difficulty and within our culture that marginalizes belief. So I hope you're encouraged by it as well. Join in person at either 9:30 or 11 on Sunday, and join the streaming or online at 9:30 or any time following that's convenient for you. Thanks so much for joining. Hope to see you on the weekend. God bless.